What's going on, guys? I am SimpleSimon.
I'm recording.
I'm recording. This is CAPTAINSARO. Welcome to this week's Comic Call. Kind of like a medium-sized week for us. I technically only had 3 books that came in this week, but including a couple of things I couldn't afford last week, plus a couple of other things. But you'll see. We'll show you. Yeah, let's do this.
So first we will start with lovely Mark from Big City Comics gave me this one for my birthday.
The blue one. Oh, you're going to open it?
I'm not going to put it on. But just to give everyone the gist, because I had a blue one and a red one sitting in there, and you asked me which one I want, of course. Blue. There you go.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Mark, that was in your holds pile, yeah? So Mark said, that's your birthday present.
Yes, which is very lovely. Number 2. So when I got there, Mark said, she's like, have you checked your pile yet? You should check your pile. So I opened it up and I got a lovely gift card and note from Lee from Whack Comics. So thank you very, very much. I want to spend that on something special. I don't like spending those gift cards on like
towards your haul and stuff. Yeah, that's what I like to do.
And all that sort of stuff. I've got some exciting stuff coming out in a couple of weeks, and it will help out a lot because I was really looking forward to getting these books. Now I don't have to stress about money to actually be able to buy them. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Daddy.
So what books did you pick up this week? Sarah did some dollar bin diving down at Big City Comics today.
$2 bin.
Was it $2?
$2.
Okay.
We got A Town Called Terror issue 1 and A Town Called Terror issue 2. I flicked through. They look like a crime sort of thing. Simon said the first issue probably was really shit.
I ordered the first 2 issues. I read the first one. I wasn't feeling it, but because I had the second issue, I just read it anyway. And I enjoyed the second issue enough that I actually then went and ordered the 3rd issue. So
how was the 3rd issue?
I haven't read the 3rd issue because I don't read anymore.
Do you remember what happens in the first issue?
Hell no.
And there was also a random ripped issue 11 of Star Wars High Republic. So I read that recently, which I really enjoyed. This really isn't a cover that I care about, but I thought $2. Why not? This isn't from the $2 bin, but I bought this. This is also from High Republic. This is issue 13. This is a cover that I actually really wanted. So
where'd you get that from?
In the Mark's back issues.
Oh, girl, Sarah doing back issue hunting.
13 of High Republic. She is great. She's a great character. Can't remember her name. I don't remember names, but she's a great character. The last one that I got from the $2 bin, which is like, I've read this, but I thought, why not? I don't have the cover A. Issue 93 of Nightwing. That was a cute cover. Some Bab dick,
yeah. And then this is the new releases from this week. This is my new
releases. So we've got, of course, the Jenny Frison Poison Ivy issue 6. If anyone has seen the issue 8, the issue 8 is gorgeous. Like these are gorgeous, but the
stunning.
issue 8 is just next level. Yeah, this one is very pretty. The new issue of Dark Knight Steel. This has been on hiatus for quite
I was going to say, it's been out for a while. So.
Yeah. Issue 8, which what I've seen so far is causing a bit of controversy. Been seeing Tom post some stuff about this book, and yeah, you know what people can be like. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. We showed this last week. One of my friends from work, Winter, I know would absolutely love the series. I told her about this as well, but I picked up the first issue for her to give to her. I technically didn't even buy a cover A, so I'll get a cover A. I wouldn't mind getting her the cover C, the snuff film cover one, but Mark didn't have any more on the shelf.
Cool.
So I got that one to give to her.
Very good. Before I do my haul, let's do some shout outs.
Shout out to Old Wolf.
Shout out to Old Wolf. I've got 2 channels for you to check out. Since you talked about Lovesick, I'm going to drop a link to Evil's Comics. Evil Mike did a book review on Lovesick.
Nice.
He does a lot of book reviews on his channel, so make sure you subbed up to Evil Mike. I believe he was nominated for one of the Comic Book Community Awards for best review channels. So he did a review on the book, and the author, what's her name? Who does
Yeah, she shared it on a story. I did see that.
Yeah, she actually commented on his thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I saw that she shared someone's review video, but I didn't look at whose it was. So
yeah, well, Mike. So make sure you sub him up to the next big thing.
She's lovely.
The next big thing in YouTube reviews.
I can recommend this till the day I die. This was the first issue of this. Really good. Fucked up. Not fucked up as Red Room, but it's...
Yeah, because I read it, so we both read it the other night, and it actually made me want to find... I've got Red Room, I haven't read it. It actually made me want to then go and read Red Room, which I haven't done yet, but I will get around to that.
It's great. It's great.
The other channel I'll shout out is Dope Comics. He recently just did a video I watched the other night. It was just a little Something's Killing the Children appreciation, talking about how the series has really revived the horror genre in comic books because he's a big horror fan. So I'll leave a link to that video as well. Check out Dope Comics. Subscribe to all the channels in the links below. All right. My turn. To go along with Sarah's blue mask, I picked up the...
How original for us.
what do they call it? It's the crimson one, right? Is that right? Is that what they call it? Anyway, so that's what that looks like. I didn't want to really open it. I saw you open it, I was like, no, don't make me open mine. So, these are my books. Like I said, I only had 3 books come out this week from DC. It was DC week this week, so only DC. I only had 3 books, I think, but I had a bunch of stuff that I couldn't afford last week. Even though I had less books to pick up today, because I picked up this, which was $40 down here, and I also picked up my...
That's not too bad.
I also picked up
$40 for a full-on bandana.
my previews magazine with the Marvel and DC as well. Like, that cost money too. I ended up spending more this week than last week. But I've got Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer. I really want to, like, Death Dealer looks like such a badass character. I really want to read something about him. I think I picked up issue 2 randomly, which I haven't read. But this one here, when I read in previews, was I think there's a new writer and a new character. So I thought, it's probably a start of a new story arc. So it'd probably be a good jumping on point. Then I got Halloween, Seekers of the Seven Keys. Opus are doing a lot of these banned comic books, which is pretty cool. I only picked up this first issue. Is that a wraparound? Yeah, I think it's a wraparound. That's pretty cool. But Halloween, they're right, like an 80s sort of hair metal band. I've got one of their albums, Keepers of the Seven Keys, I think it's called. So I thought I'd pick one of them up. But these aren't cheap. So it's all cutesy to price it $666 in US, but down here, that's a $15 book. This I did not order, but DC released a couple of these foil embossed 90s goodness covers. Mark just said, hey, there should be spares, so if you want one. There was also a Batman one.
I like the Batman one personally.
The Batman one, I like the image on the Batman one better, but I just thought the color, I didn't want to grab them both. Huh? And Mark was like, I'm proud of you, mate, not grabbing both. But I was like, I really like the color on this one. I just, silver foil and embossed, you know, you see that every day, but this is a really nicely colored green and purple Joker. So yeah, I grabbed that one along with all the other covers. So this is the cover B. This is a Bermeo. I love this cover. Some Joker Harley action. Don't see a lot of that these days because, you know, it's over. Joker and Harley.
Finally.
It's over. So who knows what this storyline's about.
Harley is her own strong woman who has left that abusive mess.
And this is the cover A. So I think this is maybe a mini series this time around. This is one I really have to decide. Am I really going to read this? I really enjoy reading Joker stories.
Are you going to read this?
Well, I was reading the last one. I didn't finish it off, but the Tynan one. And it was...
Isn't that mostly about...
Commissioner Gordon, yes. So I wonder if this is more about the Joker. I think I'm interested. So, but I'm thinking about maybe moving away from cover A buying.
Okay, that's not about...
Because if I'm reading a series, I always want the cover A. And if there's variants on top of that I like, I'll get the variants as well. But you'll just buy the cover that you like, right?
Correct.
Which, to be honest, is a bit smarter. But we all know that I'm not the smartest guy. All right. Next DC, I also picked up the beautiful...
Speaking of Frizzen, actually, something really exciting for Simon and I. If anyone hasn't seen issue 25 for Harley Quinn, the 1 in 25 Frizzen variant, it is gorgeous. It is also being sold on eBay between 150 to 200 AU. That's the cheapest that I had seen it.
How much did we buy it for?
But the amazing store, A Place in Space in the UK, which I buy all of my Gonzalez Batgirls variants and everything from. Yeah. I knew I could rely on them, so I waited patiently for them to post.
Every day for like 2 weeks.
I checked every day religiously, and they sold it for 60 AU. So
$60 Australian.
yeah. So for the two of us, including postage and GST, $180.
So sorry for the kind folk in the UK who won't be able to buy it from their local. We snagged them.
Because they usually get two of the $125. So
yeah. So we got them both.
I'm stoked. I'm pretty ecstatic about it.
Okay, so on with the show. We got Batman issue 129. I probably should catch up on this.
This is so good. It is so good.
You're probably the worst person to ask, but I was going to say, is it a quick read? But like literally, yeah. Well, there was one night where we were like, let's read some comic books. You read like 6 books, I think, in the time I read one. It was out.
It may have been when you read 2, I think.
Okay, when I read 2, she read 6. I was like, what the hell is going on here? This was Deadly Class from last week. This is the final issue of Deadly Class. One day I'll get around to reading the rest of that series.
Honestly, you should just read my hardcovers.
Yeah, that's not the worst of it either. These were the New Hope Greg Land covers. This is Dr. Aphra. I blind ordered all these just because I thought, New Hope. This is Vanish issue 2. I haven't read the first issue. I think I bought the first 2 or 3 issues and then I stopped because I haven't read them. Let me know if you guys are reading this, if it's any good. I remember last time people were saying it had Harry Potter vibes and I was like, how? But we'll see when I get around to that. And this is a bit of an old one too. This
Han
is
doesn't look like Han there.
Shut up. This is a... Do you know who did this cover?
No.
I don't want to tell you anymore.
Who did that cover?
This is a David Nakayama. Oh, I said his name wrong. This is a David. Sorry, I said his name wrong. David Nakayama Star Wars cover. He does still look like Han Solo.
I'm sorry.
Like it's not like picture perfect, photo perfect, but you can tell that that's Han Solo if you were just looking at that. And there's a beautiful drawn Chewie. Look at Chewie's face. Spot on, 100%.
Maybe you should just keep doing Chewies.
Maybe you should. Not only that, today I picked up my first ever soda can. Let's peel that off.
We've been looking around for like the perfect soda can.
Yeah, so
to get as the first one.
A lot of pop collectors get into buying the soda can pops as well. And I was like, that's definitely something I don't want to get into, but I would like to have at least one. And I want to find the right character to get. And I came across this today. There's a store called Sunshine Collectibles, is it?
Yeah, I think that's the big spot on.
Big brain. There's a new one opened up in Ringwood. There's another one in High Point, which is close to Big City Comics. But anyway, there's a new one in the shopping center we're at today, and I came across this Eric Draven soda can, and I was like, that is the one.
These things ain't cheap. I thought soda cans, like, when they first came out were cheap, but no, they ain't.
Well, pop vinyls and stuff are going up in price here. The Aussie dollar's really bad at the moment, so everything's going up in price. Mark's Comics went up in price. This was $30. I don't know if that's normal.
This store usually has higher prices, so I was really surprised that they were selling it for, around the market.
Yeah, it's a little convention exclusive, but I'm not going to open it up today. I hopefully will save it so when we do the second live Samaro show, I'll open it up there. When's that going to be, babe?
I love live streams.
Yeah, she does. So hopefully we'll do that sometime soon. We're going to do we bought a Christmas tree today too.
We did. We bought a Christmas tree. Thankfully, in the last Samaro show, everyone bullied Simon to letting me get a Christmas tree.
So we have to we'll do up the Christmas tree and then we'll show people on the Samaro show. Hopefully that'll happen this week, if I can convince her.
We're not putting a Christmas tree up in November. Christmas tree goes up December 1st.
Really? Mm-hmm. Some people already have Christmas decorations up.
December 1st.
Anyway, that's pretty much all we picked up this week. I opened my box of My Hero Academia cards the other night, so I've got a box break video coming. Is that what you call it? Yeah. I've got that video coming out in a couple of days. We might hopefully try to do the live stream this week if we can. I also picked up some bags and boards finally, so I've got well over 100 books.
So Mad
to
Spidey.
bag and boards. So yeah, Mad Spidey.
Expect a message soon.
Zars 84. Get your lives ready.
Because
we're gonna hang out and do a bag and board stream. So yeah.
Simon was saying to me last week he's been waiting. He's ready.
He's ready? Okay,
He's ready.
Cool. Well, all that and more right here in the Simpleverse. Until next time, I'm SimpleSimon.
Bye, SimpleSimon.
She ruins everything. Like I'm trying to make
ruin everything.
Have structure.
Bang.
Don't forget to hit the like on the way out, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and keep it simple.